Hey, happy Sunday, family. Pastor Jamal here. Hey, I wanted to just drop this off on you real quick as you go into your fourth. Matt, as you go into life today, life tomorrow, life the next day. I was meditating on Matthew 7, verses, Matthew 7, 7 through 12. Just the seek, knock, and ask piece. Seek, ask, and you will receive. Seek, and you'll find. Knock, and the door shall be open. So I was thinking about it, and I never saw this, but all three of those, ask, seek, and knock, they're action words. But they're action words that imply one thing. There is a specific design to your action, and the action is asking God, seeking God, or knocking. Knocking to get God's attention. It's an action thing, but it's a specific thing that's related to your specific desire or your specific need. So we have to ask God the right questions. A lot of times we don't get what it is that God really wants to get us to, because we have these erroneous questions that we're asking, and we don't even know it, man. Sometimes you'll ask God something, and it feels righteous and it seems righteous, but because God's perspective is so much larger than ours, we don't know that it's not necessarily the thing that we should be asking. I always laughed when you would see somebody come to Jesus and they'll ask him something, and then he'll turn it around, and either he will ask a question with their question, or he would say something that totally looked like it was in the opposite direction of what they actually asked. But this is a strategy. This is an insight to really connecting with God the right way. And I think what happens is we think our questions, or we think our foundations or our things are righteous because they kind of are interwoven with God. You know what I mean? They got hints of God. But the mind and the heart of God is a specific place. This is why we have to be careful even with our religious thinking, because we can think a thing is godly and it can totally not be. So as you go into your next moments, your next seasons, all of these things, start to ask God for the right question, because we don't know. And it's hard, because we're being pushed and pulled in all of these different directions. We see people that we value, and we try to adopt their question, or we try to adopt things that they have learned along their journey, and it's not necessarily specific to ours. So we have to learn to ask God to give us the right question, because when you get the right question, then you get the perfect answer for your situation. And the good news is, man, when you ask the right question, the right answer doesn't take long to show up. We've asked the wrong questions for so long, and we haven't got any answers, so we think God doesn't hear us, or we think God is not answering, or we start to vacillate in our faith and our belief, because, man, I know I'm saved, I know I'm with God, but why come he's not answering? So learn to ask God for the right question. Ask the right question, and let the power and the authority and the might and the everything that God is literally give you your next step. I'll talk to you.